So while I was sitting in my room trying to think of ideas for YouTube videos, an idea did come up into my mind that I thought I really liked. So modern metalcore is a very interesting animal. You've got a lot of bands that have many different ideologies, and sometimes it's hard based on their music to discern what a metalcore band really believes in. So in this video, I will be talking about why I want to tour with 5 well-known modern metalcore bands. Note that this list is not exhaustive. There are other metalcore bands that I would love to tour with based on their beliefs. It's just that I don't have infinite room on my thumbnail, and I also don't have infinite time for this video. So for this one, I will be doing the top 5 because that was the one that would fit on my thumbnail and also a very psychologically satisfying number. And for each band, I will be talking about the ways in which they have done their part to advocate for the rights of queer, trans, and non-binary people. The first band that I'll be talking about for this video is probably one that all of you have heard of before. Motionless In White are an industrial goth metalcore band from Scranton that are known for introducing the metalcore genre to the macabre. Like literally they entered the music scene in 2010 and completely redefined what people thought of as metalcore. But also this band has always been very openly supportive of the queer community, and they show it in very explicit existential ways. For example, all you have to do is Google Motionless In White Pride and you will see tons of amazing examples of them doing just that. Pride t-shirts, pride hoodies, a crop pullover, which is pretty gay in and of itself. If you're thinking you're gonna start yelling at me like, oh Cyril, this is just them commercializing Pride to try and keep us queer people satisfied, well, they also did a collaboration with the Trevor Project. And if that's still not enough for you, you pessimistic fuck, they have revealed explicitly that their 2017 single Voices is about the experiences of their LGBTQ plus fans. So thank you, Chris Motionless, for being such a fucking cool guy. Your band has officially made my list of the top 5 bands that I would love to tour with. The next on my list is the band Architects. Now, this is a band that I would probably love to tour with anyway because they're just awesome as a whole, but the reason why I'm including them on this specific list of queer supporting bands is, well, need I say more? Like, if you're a metal band and you have a clip in one of your music videos where there are 2 guys kissing, do you even need to sell any Pride merch or say that you're supportive of queer people? Because we know that already. Regardless, they still do explicitly state this, and there is even a clip of 2 of the actual band members kissing. And they are both guys. Sam Carter, you are an absolute fucking hero for having the courage to do that. Congratulations, your band Architects has made my list of top 5 bands that I want to tour with. By the way, in case you were wondering, that song is called Whiplash. It's one of the lead singles off of their new album, The Sky, the Earth, and All Between. The third band on my list is a newer band called SeeYouSpaceCowboy. Their first album, Songs for the Firing Squad, came out in 2019, so they haven't been around quite as long as most of these bands, but that doesn't make them any less relevant in the scene, and I think their fan base would agree. The thing that sets this group apart from most of the other bands that I have been and will be talking about is that their founding singer, who unfortunately confirmed recently that she will be leaving the band and possibly starting a new one, rather than simply advocating for queer rights, is actually openly transgender herself. In fact, the primary reason why she decided to quit SeeYouSpaceCowboy is because on one of their tours, they were paired with a band that had just finished their tour with a very vocal transphobe. Now, I don't want to diss Connie Scarbosa. I think she's an awesome person for being open about being trans. However, if this were me, I probably would not have gone so far as to quit the band that I was in, especially if I was their founding vocalist. But that being said, I know very little about the actual situation that she was in, so I can't really be speaking on it. All in all, Connie, I'm sure your band will miss you, but I'm also sure you had good reasons for doing what you did. Congratulations. They have made the list of the top 5 bands that I want to tour with. Next up, after SeeYouSpaceCowboy, we have a band that you may not have heard of called Stick to Your Guns. These guys are actually kind of leaning more into the hardcore punk genre, but they are still considered a metalcore band, so I figure they fit into this list. If you're wondering how this band has supported the queer community, well, look no further than their 2012 song, Life in a Box. This is a very aggressive anti-homophobia anthem, and if you came into listening to the song and didn't already know that it was against homophobia, You don't even have to research it because he says right there in the song, "You homophobic shithead." I always love it when a band or a music artist isn't just poetic about standing up to injustice, but also aggressive about it, because it makes it feel like an even bigger middle finger to the people who are causing these problems. And given that none of the people in Stick to Your Guns are even queer, as far as I'm aware, I have even more respect for this. So Stick to Your Guns, thank you very much. You are officially on my list of the top 5 bands I want to tour with. Finally, to close out this video, we have the band Silent Planet. I'm not sure how exactly I would describe this band, but they are most certainly metalcore. And the thing that's really interesting about these guys is that I think at least their lead vocalist is Christian, so that makes for a very interesting and honestly quite satisfying conundrum. As far as how they have supported the rights of queer people, all you have to do is listen to their song Visible Unseen, which is about the high rates of homelessness among young queer teens.
Speak to me in a language only lovers can understand. Dance with me in a rhythm only lovers can comprehend. One fist gripping the flames, other cradling the secret inside of our hands. It's the pain of becoming.
It's a very emotional song and expresses very clearly the band's stance on LGBTQ rights. What makes it even better is that this is far from the only topic they've even talked about. They've also used their music to cover topics like the Holocaust, the bombing of Hiroshima, and the objectification of women, to name just a few. So thank you, Silent Planet, for advocating for our rights. You've officially made my list of the top 5 bands that I want to tour with. And with that, I will close out the video. Thank you so much, Furfags, for watching yet another one of my videos. If you like what you see, be sure to like and subscribe, and also check out my friend Cosmo. He is linked in my bio. Have a lovely day, everyone, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.